Well, here we have another example of three linear equations. Two of them are in three variables, and one of them is just in two variables. If you notice that this equation, this third equation here, has the y value is not present. And I could reorder these, and in fact, I mean, again, if we were using row echelon form or reduced row echelon form, I probably certainly would reorder it. However, I'm going to solve these like they are. And so again, what I want to do first is I want to eliminate one of the variables, end up with two equations with just two variables, and then move forward from there. And so in looking at here, I got 3x plus 5y plus 8z equals negative 20. And then the second equation here is negative x plus 2y minus 4z equals 18. Well, if I take that second equation and multiply that entire equation by 3, I'm going to be able to eliminate the x variable. So let's go a step forward with that. So I'm going to take 3 times negative x plus 2y minus 4z equals 18, and we're multiplying that entire equation by 3, which then is going to yield negative 3x plus 6y minus 12z, and then 3 times 18, I believe, is 54. Okay, so now I can add this to the first equation and eliminate the x variable. So let's do that. We got 3x plus 5y plus 8z equals negative 20, and negative 3x plus 6y minus 12z equals 54. All right, well, the positive 3x, negative 3x is canceled. The x variable is eliminated between those two equations. And then I've got 11, 5y plus 6y is 11y. 8z minus 12z is negative 4z. And negative 20, I'll make that negative a little bit bigger, plus 54, we're now equaling 34. Now I'm going to take the first and the third equation and also eliminate the x variable. And so I see here that this is negative 6 and this is 3. So I'm going to multiply that first equation, an entire equation, by 2. So we got to give me positive 6x. So I got 2 times 3x plus 5y plus 8z equals negative 20. We're multiplying that entire equation by 2. So we got 6x plus 10y, 2 times 8, 16, plus 16z, and we'll 2 times negative 20, and that's going to equal negative 40. All right, and so now we're going to add it to the negative 6x plus 4z. Clean up this a little bit. Okay. So I now have, I'm going to put this over here, 6x, first equation, plus 10y plus 16z equals negative 40. And I'm going to add to that negative 6x plus 4z equals 0. And again, 6x and negative 6x is going to cancel. And so now I've got 10y plus 20z equals negative 40. So I've now got two equations in two variables. And now we're going to proceed and we're going to eliminate the y variable and solve for the z. And once we get a value for z, we're going to substitute it back into one of these two equations here that I just checked with the green. Solve for y. And then once I get a solution for y, I'm going back to the first equation, plugging in, substituting for z and y, and solving for x. So here we got our two equations. Got 11y minus 4z equals 34. And I got 10y minus 20z equals negative 40. So let's see. Well, I'm going to have to multiply by 10 and 11, and one of those has got to be negative. So let's say I take negative 10 times 11y minus 4z equals 34. Going to multiply that entire equation by negative 10. And that's going to give me negative 110y plus 40z. And then negative 10 times 34 is negative 340. All right. Now, let's take 11 times 10y plus 20z equals negative 40. So I've got 11 times 10y plus 20z equals negative 40. And 11 times 10 is positive 110y. 11 times 20 is going to be 220z. And 11 times negative 40 is negative 440. So now I've got two equations that I can now add together and eliminate the y variable. So let's roll with that. Negative 110y plus 40z equals negative 340. And we're going to add to it 110y plus 220z equals negative 440. All right, well then negative 110y and the positive 110y cancel. 40z plus 20z equals 260z. And negative 340 minus 440 is negative 780. Let's divide both sides of this by 260, and when we do, z is equal to negative 3. All right, so I'm going to take this back into one of these two equations and substitute in negative 3 for z. I think I'll choose this one right here. So I take 10y, and now I'm going to solve for y, plus 20 times negative 3 equals negative 40. Well, 10y minus 60 equals negative 40. We're going to add 60 to both sides, and so now 10y is equal to positive 20. Divide both sides by 10, and y is equal to 2. So now I have solved for two variables. Z is negative 3, y is 2, and I'm going to go back to the very first equation, which was 3x plus 5y minus plus 8z equals negative 20. Okay, let's go with that. Let's see if I got enough room. All right, so we got 3x plus 5 times 2 plus 8 times negative 3, and that is equal to negative 20. Well, let's see. 3x, 5 times 2 is 10. 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. Equals negative 20. Okay, well, let's see. 10 minus 24 is negative 6. No, negative 14. What am I thinking? Negative 14. 3x minus 14 equals negative 20. Add 14 to both sides, and 3x now is equal to negative 6. And divide by 3 both sides, and x is equal to negative 2. And so my solution, solving systems of equation, is 2, my ordered triple, 2. I drew a box around that. Y was also equal. So that's negative 2. X is negative 2. Y is 2. And Z is negative 3. And there is my ordered triple. Shazam one more time.